Hello chaps and chapesses. This week I'm going to do a review of the Fishpond Switchback belt system. So why lumber packs or belt packs? A little while ago I switched over from using a traditional fly fishing vest to wearing a lumber pack. I just find them considerably more comfortable. I don't tend to put as much stuff in them. I'm not forever looking around in all the little pockets all over the place trying to figure out where I put this or where I put that. I just find it easier, and I also like the fact that I can slip a net down the back. I don't really like having things around my upper body when I'm fishing. I find it a little constraining, so especially with a vest which is weighed down with lots and lots of different fly boxes, because you always carry far more than you need. So up to this point I've been using an older Fishpond guide pack, which has been really cool. It's a great little pack, but the only problem with it is when you've tightened it up, if you want to swing it round in front of you, it's too tight. But if you loosen it up, then it falls down, which I've always found slightly irritating. So, I've got a new one. And now, I have got the Fishpond Switchback belt system. And to me, this seemed to be a really good step forward. It's almost like Fishpond had taken a look at all the different lumber packs and a lot of the ones that they already made and tried to divine what they considered to be the ultimate lumber pack. What they've come up with is a modular belt system. The nearest thing that this slightly reminds me of is old army webbing, which you could set up in any way you wanted with different pouches to suit your different needs. And that is essentially what Fishpond have done here. So you've got a thermofoam backed wading belt, which gives you good lumbar support. And on that is a series of different attachment points. And for me, one of the deciding factors was on the back, they have got a net holder. So I use one of the Fishpond Nomad carbon fiber nets, which I absolutely love. I think it's very kind to the fish. You always slightly struggle carrying that around because it's not like you can collapse it or clip it to something. So I've always shoved it down the back of my lumber pack. And now that's fine, but as soon as you try to pull the pack in front of you, that becomes an issue because you have to take the net out before you can do it. So now what they've done is they built this belt system so that the net slots into there and then the belt remains steady on your body. And then this is the bit that's really clever. They built a rail system on the belt, and so your pack can slide freely on the rail, which I think is seriously clever. So on your belt system there are a number of different attachments that you can get. You can get water bottle holders, you can use their Quickshot rod holder if you want to, you can use their wading stick case and holder, which will also fit onto the belt. So you can build up the belt system in a kind of modular fashion to suit your own personal fishing needs. Before I look at the pack, I want to look at the belt system in detail. So the first thing that I noticed is that you can move this from left to right. So you have attachment points on both sides of the belt, so you can move the pack from right to left to suit the way that you fish. You can also move the shoulder strap from your right side to your left side. So taking a look in a little bit more detail at the actual system itself, it sits nicely on the hips, it's very comfortable. You've got this shoulder strap that comes over the top, and then you can just whip the pack round. You can pull out what you need, and then when you're finished, you just push it back behind you. And you have the added benefit that if you have a Nomad net like I do, it fits straight into the slot here and then sits behind you, which means that it's out of the way, it doesn't get in the way of your fishing motion, and if you need it, you can whip it out very rapidly to net your fish and then just pop it straight back in the back again. And that for me is a huge bonus. The belt can be switched, as I said, from either side. It's comfortable, and if you want to do that, all you have to do is undo the buckle, you take the strap off the buckle, and then you just take the pack off and you just move it to the other side. Me, I like to have it on the left because I like to cast with my right hand side, so in that case it's just more comfortable. I can whip it round. Here's my workstation if you like, and then I can whip it back. So on the actual shoulder strap itself, this also moves. So this is almost like another little workstation. So you've got Velcro attachment here, which you can use as a fly fob. You've got hemostat accoutrements here. So there's a bit there that you can attach your hemostat to, and you can put that up through here. You've got lots of different strap and attachments, and the other thing they've done is they put non-slip stuff on this side, which means that it ain't going to move around. So then when you finish with it, it goes back up there, which I think is a really clever design. It's very comfortable. As I said, it comes with this one pack. You can also attach a number of their other different little wet dry packs, which will all go on the same belt system, or if you want to add further packs. For me, the pack that it provides, that comes with it, is the perfect size to hit the chalk streams with. So on the front are two stretch pockets, which are perfect for putting tippet material in, and inside there you will find also two hardback hemostat holders which slot in the front there, which means that you don't actually have to clip them to anything. They just slide down in through the middle. And then your first zipper pocket, which has got zips on both sides, so it doesn't matter whether you've got this set up for the left hand side or the right hand side, you can still access it from whichever side you want to. And I love the fact that they've got these little finger holders, if you like, which go on the zips, which means that you can just pop your finger in and zip it off, and that's really useful with cold fingers and you're not messing around with zips. So in the front here you've got one main compartment, which is enough to take all your leader materials and your dry shake and all that kind of stuff. And then as you open up the main compartment, there's a further two inside pockets which are ideal for putting further tippet material or other little useful gadgets that you've got knocking around in your pouch. And then the main pouch is actually substantial, and it's perfect for me for carrying 4 fly boxes. I carry these C&F boxes, and I've got 4 of those in here. And then at the back of that is actually a zippered pocket for you to put keys and various other bits and pieces in which you don't want to fall out. But other than that, it's just a very simple design. There are loads of different areas on the outside of the pack for you to hang different accoutrements off. These are plastic covered nylon, which are really tough. There's all sorts of other little areas that you can hang on there, tippet dispensers and gink holders and all of that kind of stuff, which is really useful. Another really useful feature about having a belt system is the fact that you don't have to worry about the different layers you're putting underneath it. So you can wear either just a t-shirt, or you can wear a mid-layer, or you can wear even a big thick over jacket, such as a down jacket, which means that the whole thing goes over the top and you still can operate quite freely and you don't feel constrained or uncomfortable. Down on the river, it's going to be absolutely perfect. It'll stop me carrying too much stuff. It'll have all of my bits and pieces where I need it. I've got my net hanging off the back where I need it, and I've got all of the major tools that I need literally on my shoulder. So I'm really excited to test this out during the next coming fishing season. If I had to think of any negatives for this pack system, the only one I could possibly think of is the fact that it's not fully waterproof. It is made from recycled monofilament nets, but it is not one of their waterproof designs like the Thunderheads or something like that. But actually for me, that's perfect. I don't need a fully watertight pack when I'm out chalk stream fishing. Very rarely am I going to be submerging it. So really for me that's not going to be an issue. So if you think that this pack might be useful for you going forwards, I shall leave a link in the description below for you to go and take a look at where you can get it. I will be putting this through its paces and we'll probably do another follow-up review. But in the meantime, I hope you found this little insight into the Fishpond Switchback belt system of use. And as usual, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one.